cộng hướng về Tăng Dương cộng đức tinh chuyên đạo nghiệp vung trọng nhân tâm đảnh lễ Nam Mô Tần Thập Phương Giới nhưng thiệt chư Phật. Nhân tâm đảnh lễ Nam Mô Tần Thập Phương Giới nhưng thiệt chư tôn tam. Nhân tâm đảnh lễ Nam Mô Tần Thập Phương Giới nhưng thiệt chư hiền thanh tăng. Nguyện đem công đức này tới và chúng sanh đều trọn thành vân đạo.
America. And Venerable Thích Lan has been doing yeoman service to Vietnamese Buddhist people to establish in the United States and also to live their previous life. I like to remember at this occasion in Hawaii when I myself was a graduate student completing my PhD in University of Hawaii. Venerable Thích Lan's monastery was the monastery for Sri Lankan community also, because we did not have a Sri Lankan community, we did not have a monk like Venerable Vidhari today. So we went to do our religious activities, Venerable Thích Lan's monastery, and I remember in 1985 we conducted the first Vesak program in this monastery. I'm sure Venerable Thích Lan remembers it. So he has been a true Kalyana Mitra or Kalyana friend to not only his own Vietnamese community, but also for the entire Buddhist community, including Sri Lankan Buddhists. So this morning, without much ado, I would like to welcome Venerable Thích Lan and also other Venerable monks, and also the ladies and gentlemen who come from the present Vietnamese Buddhist community at this occasion. So welcoming them all, let's say Sadhu. Next, I would like to invite Venerable Vidhari to introduce Venerable Thích Lan and his group formally to this occasion.
Garu Sakrit Rayate, Garu Prima, Prima. Thích Lan Swami Mahanse, Ivani Los Angeles, Ivani Los Angeles, Ivani Swami Mahansela, Adamete Family. Api Gauru, Mahansela Kabali, make her look something seva. Mahansela Bodhisattva. Aadhari Vedana Kinana get the door. ලංකාවේ සුනාමි හදිස්සි වෙලා ඇතිවෙච්ච වෙලාවේ දහස් ගණනක් වියට්නාමයේ ඇඬුවා. ඒ කඳුළු වලින් ඇතිවෙච්ච වේදනාව, කරුණාව, මෛත්‍රිය අරගෙන උන්වහන්සේ මෙහෙට වැඩමලා විශාල පිළිසෙට උදව් වුණා. ජපානයේ සුනාමිය ඇතිවෙච්ච වෙලාවේ විශාල පිළිසක් අනුන්ගේ දුක දැනගෙන ඇඬුවා. ඒ වෙලාවට විශාල බුද්ධ සංඛ්‍යාවක් ඇතිවෙමින් ජපානයේ කොහේ කරදරයක් කියනවා නම් වේදනාවක් කියනවා නම් එතන මේ ඇත්ත වෙනවා වේදනාව නිවන. ඒ විතරක් නෙමෙයි සිංහල සමාජයේ ඉන්න ගාන දෙක උදව් කරන අපේ ආයතන. ලෝකෙටම මහසාල කරුණාව මෛත්‍රියක් පදවන මේ වික්ෂුන් වහන්සේලා නිසා උන්වහන්සේලාට ගෞරව කිරීමට, උන්වහන්සේලාට අභිවාදනය කිරීමට අපේ අනුරුද්ධ ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ, සුන්දර ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේලා, මහරහතන් වහන්සේලා එකතු වෙලා මේ ගෞරව ප්‍රදානය අද කරන්නේ. මේකට අපි වැඩි වෙලාවක් ගන්න. අපි උන්වහන්සේ ගෞරවයෙන් පිළිගමු. උන්වහන්සේලා කරන සේවාවට ගෞරවයක් කරමු. මේ බෝධිසත්ව අපි බෝධිසත්ව ජීවිත ගත කරන්නට අපි උත්සාහ කරමු. අපි සාදුකාරයක් දීලා උන්වහන්සේ පිළිගමු. සාදු සාදු සාදු.
Let me briefly translate what Venerable Vidhari said. This particular occasion is an occasion of paying our respect, showing our respect to those who are worthy of respect. Venerable Thích Lan and his other monks are engaged in very valuable service to the world and also to the Sasana. In that sense, they are bodhisattvas. When tsunami occurred in Sri Lanka, Venerable Thích Lan, they were truly sad, and he visited with a group of Vietnamese Buddhists with a lot of things and also substantial amount of money. And I remember I was personally involved in the activities from our organization called the Amrit Foundation, and we went into southern district and many places in Sri Lanka. And the same thing just 1 year ago when tsunami struck Japan, Venerable Thích Lan along with this group went to Japan. In particular, in both in Hawaii and the California, he helps all others and also Sri Lankan community. So therefore, this particular occasion, we take this occasion, and this was organized by the Venerable Monks of Dharmayatane in order to recognize and pay respect to Venerable Thông Hải and the Vietnamese Buddhists. Next, Venerable Anuruddha will present Venerable Thông Hải with particularly represented prepared for this occasion. You presented on Vesak Purnami in this year of the Samhita Jayanti, commemorating the 2600th anniversary of the Buddha's enlightenment to the most venerable Thích Thông Hải of Han from Monastic Hawaii and Anita Mission Los Angeles in appreciation of the great humanitarian services rendered to 2004 tsunami victims and support extended to Buddhist temples in Sri Lanka, Bhikkhu Training Center and Sasana Seva Society, Sri Lanka, 5th May 2002.
Dear Venerable Noble Sangha, dear ladies and gentlemen, it's really touching me when I come here this time during the Blessed Day, Blessed celebration. The whole nations of Sri Lanka. First of all, I want to thank you very much for Venerable Vibhavi and all of the monks who know, and also Venerable Sudharana, to have organized this special event for me to have a chance to visit all of you this morning.
Let me translate his speech. Namo Sakhi Garu Namasangira Vansa Nunaroli Maruli Maitama Santosivena Mema Vesak Kuminsara Samedi Sri Lanka Water Family Bandu. Evangema Mani Avasthaveti Mandri Pujya Nuratu Hari Swami Manseta Evangema Apawadi Sudhara Swami Manseta Me Sri Lanka Mema Ave Amdani Kiri.
I don't think I have a bit time. This is go beyond of my thinking, because I was invited by the World Buddhist Sangha Council for the World Buddhist Prayer and Conference in Toronto during 7th and into 11th of May. I know that. I have been doing this a lot of work. My mission, helping the people and give love and help to the people. And also recently, when the tsunami had this earthquake and tsunami had this to South Asia, especially in our Buddhist countries such as Sri Lanka, we lost a lot of people, family, parents, children, and also even in south of Sri Lanka island. So it really made me cry.
Tsunami
today. So with love from Venerable Vibhavi and
all the Sangha monks who give me a chance so I can be here to see all of you, all the good Buddhists, devotees, and all the son and daughter of the Buddha, all the followers of the teaching of the Buddha. So last time, as you know, a lot of people suffering. They lost everything. And I know you who live in Colombo, you don't have any relative there in southern of Sri Lanka. But if you know, you will be affected a lot from that happen, the tsunami and earthquake and tsunami. Venerable Kibari mentioned last time the Bodhisattva in his language, in Sinhala. But I know that he too much surprised of me. He close to me, he knows. I don't say that I'm a Bodhisattva. I'm just a Buddhist monk. I follow the step of the Buddha with great compassion. What I learned from the teaching of the Buddha, I apply that into life and to helping the other people. I not only come back and forth from USA to Sri Lanka, I also stay at Tabawane Monastery, as you know, during that time, so I can travel to southern of Sri Lanka, where the tsunami hit. A lot of people died in that area, so I can help. I stayed long, but we don't have a chance to visit. I came to the monastery here at that time too, but we don't have a chance to see each other. So today we have a chance to visit each other.
Tsunami විවෘතනේ වෙලාවේදී ලංකාවට පැමිණ මම දෙවසිපියේ අපුවන විහාරස්ථානයේ කලකරුවාවේ මේ අවස්ථාවේදී මා මෙහි පැමිණීමට මට අවස්ථාව ලැබුණා. පැමිණ මගේ දැහැසින් මේ කටයුතු දැක ගැනීමේ අවස්ථාව මට ලැබුණා.
Even I'm very lucky to have a chance to meet the President Mahinda. Can you believe that? I was invited to come to his office. And he very honored me. It's really touching me. Because all my life, I don't have a chance to meet my president of Vietnam, Republic of Vietnam. As a Buddhist monk, we don't have a chance. But here in Sri Lanka, I have a chance to meet him in his office. He's very kind to me and talk to me nice and take a picture together, and you know that it's very happy. So maybe thinking of that. I think maybe in my previous life, I'm a single monk. Can you think so? Now I wear the Mahayana robe, but my previous life, I'm a single Buddhist monk. If you see me put and drop during the time the tsunami hit in Sri Lanka, I wear like up here. Theravada drop, yellow drop, not like this, but I want to show you is that we come from Mahayana tradition. But during the time tsunami, 2004, 2005, and even 2007 and 8, I came here too to practice, for meditation and retreat awareness. So I felt that I'm very lucky. And I have very deep connection with the Sinhala Buddhists, especially Sinhala people who live in Sri Lanka.
මගේ රටේදීවත් මට මගේ කියන්නේ වියට්නාමයේ ජනතාවම හමුවීමට අවස්ථාවක් ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ මේ කාලය තුල. නමුත් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවට පැමිණියාට පස්සේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා ජනාධිපති මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ මහත්මයා හමු වෙලා එතුමාගේ කාර්යාලයේදී හමු වෙලා එතුමාගේ ආගන්තුක සත්කාර පිළිගැනීමට මට පුළුවන්කම ලැබුණා. ඒක ඉතාම සන්තෝෂජනක අවස්ථාවක්. දැන් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවත් එක්ක තියෙන සමීප බැඳීම ගැන හිතනකොට මට හිතෙනවා මම පසුගිය මගේ ආත්ම භාවයේදී ශ්‍රී ලාංකික විශ්වාස විදියට ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ නැති කියලා මට හිතෙනවා. 2007න් පස්සේ 2007ේදී නැවතත් මම ශ්‍රී ලංකාවට පැමිණියා. ඒ පැමිණියේ ටික දවසක් භාවනා යෝගීව කල්ගෙනීම සඳහා ඒ අනුව ශ්‍රී ලංකාව පිළිබඳව විශාල බැඳීමක් මට තිබෙනවා. තමයි හිතන්නේ මගේ පසුගිය ජාතිය මම ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයෙක් වෙන්න ඕනේ.
I know that today we have too many programs during the holidays season, the Western Day. many programs go on and on today. I don't want to take your time. We have a lot of things to say, but time is very limited. So I want to tell you the reason for our Vietnamese Buddhists who come to Sri Lanka also for help during the time of tsunami. Because back in 1963, during the regime, Golden regime tried to destroy the Buddhism in Vietnam. And you know that your former president, Mr. and Mrs. Jaga, they support Vietnam, Buddhists in Vietnam at that time. So make the Golden regime to stop their action to destroy the Buddhism in Vietnam. That's why we all love the Sinhalese people. We love the Sri Lanka country. That's why we come. Whenever you need help, we all brother and sister to follow the footprint of the Buddha.
මේ අවස්ථාවේදී විශේෂයෙන්ම 1963 කාලයේදී වියට්නාමයේ අන්‍යාගමික රජයක් විසින් බුදුදහම විනාශ කරමින් පැවති අවධියේදී ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අග්‍රාමාත්‍යවරයෙකු සිරිමාවෝ බණ්ඩාරනායක මැතිණියන් ඊට පෙර එතුමියගේ ස්වාමි පුරුෂයාවන SWRD බණ්ඩාරනායක මැතිතුමා අපේ වියට්නාම් බුදුදහම බේරා ගැනීම සඳහා උදව් කරපුවා. ඒක නිසා වියට්නාම් වැසියන්ගේ සහ අපේ විශාල ගෞරවය ශ්‍රී ලාංකික බෞද්ධයන් පිළිබඳව තිබෙනවා.
Today, again, I want to take this opportunity to show our appreciation, our gratitude to Sinhalese Buddhists and also to Sinhalese people in the country who support and help our country during the war in Vietnam. So thank you very much for your listening, and thank you very much everybody for giving me a chance to be here, and also to have a chance to visit all of the members of the temple today. Thank you, and I wish you all have a blessed day, wonderful, blessed the year 2012. Thank you very much for your listening. Asanga, who excellent translator for me today, and my good friend for many years in Hawaii. During the time we were students at U.S. Manoa, Hawaii, to do place PhD. So we give a big hand to Dr. Asanga. Thank you.
ප්‍රාර්ථනාවන් එලෙසින්ම ඉසින් සිදු වීමට මේ හැමදෙනාටම කායික මානසික ශක්තියක් නිදුක් නිරෝගී සුව දිගාසිරි සම්පත්තියක් සැලසේවා. හැමදෙනාගේම නමින් මනෝ සම්පත්තියෙන් අපේක්ෂා කරන සියලුම ඥාතීහු මේ සියලුම පින් අනුමෝදන්ව සසරේ සුවපත් අමා මහ නිවනින් සැලසෙත්වා ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරමි. සම්මාදිත සම්මතනායම් Masihum wandibum warang sariputnari kiranam agatam patibhagya saddasiyam dayawasam buddha buddham namaham. Sadhava Guru Putra Uwadam Yamad Japmun Sati Ayukavani Sadhu.
welcome Venerable Thích on High, Chief Incumbent of Unlock Mission in Hawaii, an International Buddhist Meditation Association, Ventura, California. Venerable Thích Thông Hải, Vietnamese community, and also across Buddhist communities in United States and Hawaii. I personally remember in 1980s, student in the University of Hawaii. I remember we didn't have a Sri Lankan monastery in Hawaii, so the monastery we had was Korean Vietnamese Buddhist monastery headed by Venerable Thích Toàn Hải. So he was extremely kind and nice to Sri Lankan Buddhist community. And also I remember for the first time in 1985, long time back, we organized the Vesak Day celebration in his monastery with the participation of all the Sri Lankan participants and getting together with the Vietnamese Buddhist material donations and spent some time. Ever since he has been visiting this country. So it's a pleasure to have Venerable Thích Thông Hải here. So I would like to invite Joint Secretary Mr. Sandun Abeyamawadana, Joint Secretary of Sri Vajrayana Karyasalaka Samithya to welcome Venerable Thích Thông Hải.
Most Venerable Thích Thông Hải, Chief Incumbent and the Mission in Hawaii and International Buddhist Meditation Association, Ventura, California, Mahathera, Sri Vajrayana, Most Venerable Tirupunamale Ananda Annayaka, Most Venerable Amrukame Mahanayaka, and devotees. I am extremely happy to welcome Most Venerable Thích Thông Hải and delegates on this Vesak full moon day. On behalf of Sri Vajrayana Karyasalaka Society, we are indeed grateful to Venerable Sir for visiting our temple on the most important day of the calendar of Buddhism. I understand Venerable Sir is a fellow of our late Most Venerable Narada Mahathera, who was the chief incumbent of this temple during the period 1956 to 1983. As we know, Narada Mahathera spearheaded Nurapada Vibhavi Mahathera, Sri Vajrayana Most Venerable Tirupunamale Ananda Annayaka, Most Venerable Amrukame Mahanayaka, and devotees. I am extremely happy to welcome Most Venerable Thích Thông Hải and delegates on this Vesak full moon day. On behalf of Sri Vajrayana Karyasalaka Society, we are indeed grateful to Venerable Sir for visiting our temple on the most important day of the calendar of Buddhism. I understand Venerable Sir is a fellow of our late Most Venerable Narada Mahathera, who was the chief incumbent of this temple during the period 1956 to 1983. As we know, Narada Mahathera spearheaded Vajrayana, who were the pupils of Most Venerable Sri Vajrayana Mahanayaka. Venerable Sir, the members of society are making every effort to achieve the vision of the founder of this temple, Sri Vajrayana, Most Venerable Vajrayana Mahanayaka. Most Venerable Narada Mahathera, Madiya Panyasri Mahathera, Vidasri Mahathera, and other Most Venerable bearers worked tirelessly to achieve the vision of Palayani Mahanayaka. Today, this responsibility is bestowed upon our Most Venerable Tirupunamale Ananda. Sunday school, which is known as Sri Vajrayana Dhamapasala, is conducted for the purpose most importantly to groom them in a Buddhist
අනුරාධපුර විභාගී ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේට මේ අවස්ථාව පිළිබඳව කෙටි හැඳින්වීමක් කරන්න. Next, I would like to invite Venerable Anuradhapura Vibhagi to make a brief introduction to this occasion.
පැවිදි සහෝදර ආනන්ද අනායි මානපාන වංශ වියට්නාම් ජාතික ටික්ටොක් හායි ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ ඇතුළු මහා සංඝයා වහන්සේ ශ්‍රද්ධාවන්ත බෞද්ධ පිරිස අද අපි සිල් ගන්න දවසේ සිල් ගන්න උමන සමාජයේ ධනිකා ගන්න ලෝකසා අපි අදෝතේ දෙන බණ ඇහුවා සිල් සමාදන් වෙලා ඉන්න භාවනා කරා. තවත් ඒකේ ආදී බුදුරජාණන් වහන්සේ අනුගමනය කරන්නට අපේ ආනන්ද හාමුදුරුවෝ වහන්සේගේ අන්තදී පූජාති පූජනීයයන් කියලා වැඩසටහන අදලිපත්. පිළි උත්තම පිළි මහා හොඳයි. ඇයි අපි මුන්වහන්සේලා පුදාන්නේ? මුන්වහන්සේලා මෙතන ගානෝන ඇවිල්ලා මේ පූජා පවත්වන්නේ එකක් අපේ ටික්ටොක් හායි ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේට මෙතන වියට්නාමයේ ජාතික දැක්කන්ට ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේලාට ඕනකම තිබුණා. අපේ නාරද මහින්පාණන් වහන්සේගේ පාදස්පර්ශය ලැබුණු මේ පොළොවේ අඩිය ගහලා මේ පොළොව දැකලා මේ තැන දැකලා යන්නේ. උන්වහන්සේගේ බණ අප ඇතුළත අද මෙතන ඉන්නවා 1959. ටික්ටොක් හායි ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ උන්වහන්සේ දැකලා තියෙන එකයි. උන්වහන්සේ ලැබියාවෙන් ගියා. ඒ නිසා මම හම්බෙච්ච හුඟක් අවස්ථාවලදී අනේ මට ඒකෙත් ගිහින් මේ නාරද මහින්පාණන් වහන්සේගේ පෑවිච්ච පොළොව බලලා යන්න ඕන මට කියලා. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ මුන්වහන්සේලා බෝසත්යන් වහන්සේලා මම කාලයක් ළඟින් ආශ්‍රය කරලා සාදනවා. ලංකාවේ සුනාමිය ඇති වෙච්ච වෙලාවේ වියට්නාම් දහස් ගාණක් කඳු වල අඩන්න පටන් ගත්තා. නෑකමක් නෑ. නැතිවීමක් නැහැ. අනේ මේ මිනිස්සුන්ට මොකද මේ විදිහට කඳු හරන්න පටන් ගත්තා අනන්න පටන් ගත්තා. ඒ දුක වේදනාව නිවන්න උන්වහන්සේ කාල මුදල් සංඛ්‍යාව විතර විශාල පිරිසක් එක්ක ඇවිල්ලා මෙහි පන්සල් හදුවා, කැඩිච්ච මාන්සල් හදුවා, මිනිස්සු උදව් කළා. ලංකාව විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ජපානයේ භෞතික ආලෝචනාවක් කරනවා විශාල පිරිසකින් එයාට ජපානට උදව් කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. නමුත් බෝධිසත්ව ගුණාංග ආකාරයේ දුක් වේදනාවක් පත් වුණාම ඒකේ කරුණාවක් ඇති වෙන බෝධිසත්ව ගුණාංගය. ආකාරයේ දුකේ ආහිත අනුකම්පාව ඇති වෙන්නේ. ඒ මිනිසුන් උදව් කරලා අතින්ම වාක් වැඩ කරලා මාස සුමානයක් පිට කියලා ඉන්නේ. උගත් දෙනෙක් ගියේ නැහැ ඒ දවස්වල. පරමාණු වායුව වෙනවා ඒකේ මැරෙන්න පුළුවන්. ජීවිතේ පරිත්‍යාග කරලා ජීවිතය අමතක කරලා
those who are respect-worthy. This is one of the items in our Mangala Sutra. So, by holding this brief ceremony, we are honoring Venerable Tích Lan and other monks and his lay followers because they are worthy of the dignity of Vietnam. Bestows this token of our appreciation to the most venerable Tích Lan of Tan from Monastery of Hawaii and also Anak Mission, Los Angeles, USA, on this Vesak full moon day of May 5, 2012, year of 2600th anniversary of the Buddha's enlightenment. Kennedy, may I want to in my honor to invite the Venerable Thông Hải to address the gathering.
Dear Noble Sangha, dear the Venerable Sananda, the Empress of the Temple, and dear ladies and gentlemen, we are very happy to be here this evening. Even the weather is very hot for us, but you all be patient with your practice, how to be patient, even the weather. Because I understand that. I live in Sri Lanka as well as in India, so I know very well how to be learning to be patient according to the Buddha teaching. In the practice, if you know how to be patient, and the Buddha himself, then you can see the true of life. And also, you can be enlightened with your practice. Be patient. Today, I cannot believe that this happened to my life. Because I don't think about how to miss you all in this afternoon. Without thinking, I got on the flight, the airline, even I did not book my ticket to come here because I'm busy, very, very busy to organize for the International Worship Day. The year 2012 in Southern California, where many Vietnamese living now after almost 400 Buddhist monks from different traditions, different denominations, different countries. 400. This is the first time a big organized. And 20,000 Buddhists and non-Buddhists come to join with us last 2 weeks. I have to say thank you to Venerable Vibabi for your love and kindness to organize this event for me at your monastery this morning and now at this temple. So, where is the temple? Most of our Vietnamese dream to come to visit at the temple where we are today. For one, just like Saint Mahatma Gandhi in India, or the most venerable Narada Tara. I don't want to be a famous person, but my friend, close friend, they recognize me. That's why I don't think I'm going to miss many of you today, this afternoon. It's arranged by, everything made arrangement by the most venerable Vibabi. Even he didn't tell me clearly about what's going on, but it's happened about 3-4 months ago. I was invited by the World Buddhist Sangha Council to come to Colombo, Sri Lanka for the Buddhist conference. So that's why I make a trip, because I'm one of the members of the World Buddhist Sangha Council. That's why I come to Sri Lanka this time. My very close friend, and we work together as the members of the Vietnamese American Buddhist congregations in the United States of America. The Venerable Dung, the abbess of the temple, Quang Temple in Ontario, Southern California, come along with me and the Venerable trên Nhật Huế, the abbess of the Vietnamese Buddhist temple in northern of California, come along with me with some of our members and friends. So they are here with me in this afternoon. So I'm very happy they witness to see all of you here for the full moon, observe the full moon versus celebration. So I would like to invite you to come up, stand up, and then you all give a big hand to the most venerable. I know your tradition that you don't clap your hand, but in Western country, in Vietnam, we do that. But here I know you say sadhu. This is good. In Vietnamese, we come thiện tai, this is what?
Vietnam American Bauddha Sangha Vietnamese Buddhist Association of USA in Kampalo Sangvidhani Sabapati Swami Manse Devani Kaur Indian Swami Mansam Ikuni Manse Nama Saha Anikut Vietnam Dai Kapil is Antenna Bauddha.
I don't know the scenery. I don't know the language. Thank you, Venerable. I don't know the language, but I know what Bhante Vivavi taught to you in this language. I know what he said, but I cannot speak what he said. But I know that a lot of things he very happy to say how I live, how I have been the people. I know that. I don't get it with you, but I want to make a conclusion for today. First thing, but I'm here. We here today, this is the temple where we high respect the most venerable Narada Thera, who brought us into our country, who we love. Our Vietnamese Buddhists love him a lot. When I was young, I already loved the most venerable Narada when I was a young child. A young novice, I already loved him and I respect him. We are very happy to be here where the temple he was found and sacrifice his life to open this temple for all of you and for us today. Gratitude to him and what he worked in this country as well as around the world. We are very lucky to born at the Sri Lankan, at the Buddhist country. You born in this country, you are very lucky. In the past of your life, I'm sure you have been doing a lot of good deeds. As a Buddhist monk, I traveled after 1975, the Vietnamese, southern of Vietnam fallen down by the communists, and many of us left the country and died in the oceans and in the jungle. But they are very suffer. Many of them suffer. Why they suffer? Because they don't know the teaching of the Buddha. But you all, in 2004, I went to southern of Sri Lanka to help the victims who lost their families, who lost their properties and everything. But their face, very happy. Whatever happened is happening. They understand that. The teaching of the Buddha said life is impermanent. Everything can change moment to moment. He says the material world cannot bring the happiness to humankind. Because we never satisfy what we have. But we born in the Buddhist country, and the Buddhist country like you in Sri Lanka, You are very lucky. Nothing can compare with your life at the present moment now. You are very happy what you have. You satisfy what you have now in this life, talking in Buddhism. So that way, the late, the most venerable Narada Thera have a chance to go to our country, Vietnam, as well as around the world, to express the teaching of the Buddha around the world. So that's why eliminate the suffering of humankind. Thank you very much for your listening. And I wish you all enjoy the Western celebration, the full moon day in your homeland. Thank you very much.
ගෞරවනීය විදාවේ ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේගේ සිහිපත් කිරීම අනුව අද මේ අපේ ලංකාවට ශාල උපකාර කළා වූ ශාල අනුග්‍රහ සැලසූ මේ කුච්චතම්හායි ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ ඇතුළු මේ ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේලාට ගෞරව කරන උපහාරයක් පිළිගන්නට කතා කරගුවාම අපත් ඒ වගේම මේ දායක සභාවත් උරුම කරගන්නවා. ඒ අනුව අද මේ පින්කම් කටයුතු සම්විධානය කරගෙන ඉතාම හොඳින් ඒ කටයුතු සිදු කරා.
Main idea was to visit Vatirama Monastery where Venerable Narada lived. Venerable Narada considered Vietnam to be his second motherland. He was so deep, he had deep sympathetic feelings towards Vietnam. And still there are some elderly people who had seen Venerable Narada. And in the world there are many people, Vietnamese people, who have received Buddhist names from Venerable Narada and still they go by these Buddhist names. So it is an honor to us the fact that Venerable Thích and other Venerable monks and the Vietnamese Buddhist group visited this place. And also we must be thankful to Venerable Thích allowing us to recognize him and pay our respect to him in appreciation of the services he has rendered to Sri Lanka and also to the Buddhist world. So with these words I
Sabba Mangalam Rakkantu Sabba Devata Sabba Duttanukalena Sada Sukti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sabba Mangalam Rakkantu Sabba